Apologies are hard for both kids and adults. We use an activity called I Just Called to Say I'm Sorry to help youth understand the power of a strong apology and learn that sometimes being right is not as important as taking care of our friends. As participants build empathy for others' perspectives, they can take better accountability for their actions.
What is so hard about apologizing? What you got?
Sometimes it's hard to apologize because you don't think or know that you did it.
Because you don't really think that there's something to apologize for. You don't know that you did something wrong. Great
What's
idea.
hard about apologizing is when you know that you were wrong, but you want to be right.
Yeah. What is the value or the feeling behind that makes it so hard?
Bad.
It might make you angry. What else might it make you feel?
Embarrassed.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pass out an index card. Can you take one and pass it? You take one and pass it, and then we're going to do the same thing with the pens. Let's see, let's start with you. So I'd like you all to think about a time when you know you should have apologized, but you didn't. Maybe because you were embarrassed. Maybe because you didn't mean to do something to hurt someone. Maybe because you just really wanted to be right.
So you like the thing that you did?
Right about a time, yes. Okay, who needs more time?
You done? You can help me spread these around.
Let me hear a few of you. Who's willing to share? Are you willing to share? Thank you.
I was in gum and I was supposed to, and I got caught, and then I tried to lie.
You got caught eating gum when you weren't supposed to, and then you lied about it. All right?
I made fun of my friend's shoes, but I was really just jealous.
You made fun of your friend's shoes, but you were really just jealous. These are great, you guys. We've spread out a bunch of cards that have different feelings on them. And I want you to think about, from what you wrote down on your card, how did you feel when the thing that you wrote about happened? Does that question make sense?
Yes.
How did you feel? Okay, so let's all stand up. Take a little walk around the room and pick a card that represents how you feel. And
I felt how the other person.
now we're going to pick one more. How do you think the other person felt? Did everybody get two? How you felt, how the other person felt?
Yes.
All right, so we're going to do two things. I'm going to pass out an apology letter template. So what we're going to do is we're just going to practice writing an apology letter. And you may never actually read this letter or send this letter to the person that you want to apologize to, but we're just going to write it because sometimes saying sorry lets us stop feeling guilty or sad, or it releases whatever emotion we're holding about that incident. And now for this part, if people would rather move to a table, if that would be easier for you, we can do that. How did that feel to write that apology letter?
It felt good and it takes stress off me.
It felt good because it takes stress off of you. If you actually got to say these apologies, what do you think it would do for your relationship?
Maybe they could forgive your apology and you could become best friends.
Yeah, there could be forgiveness. There could be reconnection. So I'm wondering if one or two people would be willing to share your letters. You want to share?
Dear Davari, I should have let you play basketball with me instead of rubbing it in your face. You must have felt very left out. Now I feel embarrassed that I didn't let you play with me.
Great. Good job. Let's clap them up. It takes courage to apologize. Who else wants to go?
I'm sorry that I was not your friend right now. I feel very sad because you transferred to a different school. And I am sorry for avoiding you. And you must have felt very sad. Now I feel sad for avoiding you.
Great. You want to read yours?
Dear Savannah, I am very sorry that I made fun of your shoes. The only reason I did that was because I was jealous. I am very sorry for that. I felt very jealous. And now I feel very happy that I told you the truth.
Great. Okay, so we won't have time to read everyone else's, but let's just think about, why is learning to apologize important? What do you think?
Because when you get older, that case is going to come up a lot.
Yeah. Do you think it's possible to have a good friendship and never have to apologize? Anyone think it's possible to have friends where you never have a fight? You never have a conflict?
No, that's a part of life.
That's a part of life. Yeah. So learning to apologize is really important. How would it feel if people apologized to us when they did something that hurt our feelings?
You feel great.
You might feel great. Apologies are like bridges to connect between one person and another person. And there's lots of ways that we can connect with people. How do we start this session by connecting? What was one way that we connected today? What do we do? Well, I just heard from you. Let me see. Who haven't I heard from? How do we start today?
We connected by learning each other.
So we connect by learning about each other. Yeah, by building a sense of community. And then we also connect with people when we have conflicts. Because when you have a conflict, it might actually feel like we become less good friends. But when we apologize, it's a way to reconnect. And it strengthens our friendship. And it strengthens our bond. So we believe that conflicts can actually help make our relationships stronger if we know how to apologize afterwards. Who thinks that you have someone in your life right now that you might need to apologize to? That might appreciate an apology. Yeah? Who are you going to apologize to?
My cousin Ty.
Your cousin Ty? All right. Who are you going to apologize to? Shania. The person you wrote the letter to? Okay. Who are you going to apologize to?
My teacher, my brother, and my mom.
All right. You got a line of people. All right, beautiful people. Say one word that lets us know how you're feeling right now. You're feeling sad? Okay.
Joyful. Relieved.
Good and great.
Okay.
Happy. Like a floating like. Nervous.
Nervous.
Calm.
Calm.
Excited.
Excited. Right. Are you all excited for yourselves?
Yes.
All right, let's give ourselves a round of applause.